Hey everybody, this is the Autism Problems and Solutions Guru and the Autism Budgeting Guy, Berg PA. Today I'm going to provide you a second video of my two-part series. Another thing you want to focus on in cleanliness of your apartment is washing your sheets, washing your clothes. One of the things I can suggest, and might actually help some people, is if you have a Dollar General or a thing like Sharp Shopper, you go to look up Sharp Shopper in Harrisburg or in PA. That's kind of like a discount kind of store. You can usually find detergent a little cheap for like washing clothes. You could probably find it for about $3 to $5, maybe a little more for really good stuff. But if you get cheap stuff, it works about the same. Another thing I can suggest is dryer sheets. You can get them cheap, probably about $1 at the Dollar Tree. I'm supporting Dollar Tree in this video, even though they're not my video subscriber. I'll say also one of the good things is when you're cleaning, it doesn't matter whether you pay $1 or $5 on a chemical, as long as it's good, it smells good, it makes your bathroom clean. When you use it, I mean, it'll make the world in your bathroom. If it's a good chemical, it doesn't leave stains or all that thing, then it's a good chemical to use on your bathroom. Another thing I can suggest is make sure you have a good vacuum. I have a Bissell canister. Originally I was using in one of my previous videos back a couple years ago was a Bissell sweeper. It was like made for like small areas. That apartment and in my other apartment, it was not even one bedroom. It was about one room, and it couldn't keep up because of the amount of filth I had in that apartment. But I'm also going to tell you guys, make sure also with any vacuum cleaner you clean the filters, the bags, take out bags. Also, one thing I would suggest for autistic people is getting a canister vacuum, because it will save all the world. And people with autism learning about vacuum cleaners and living on their own, it'll save them a lot of hassle. I got a Bissell vacuum cleaner. It has a canister. All I do is take it off, remove the hose, and there's a button on the bottom where you can release it over a trash can. Make sure you have a trash can nearby, because that stuff will get really, really disgusting. Also, make sure you clean that canister out at least once every 3 months, or once every 2 months, depending. Also, make sure you clean your filters, your other things. But also, back to the point about the red vacuum I had from Bissell. It was a really cheap one. It was probably about maybe originally $10. I bought it for about $5, but it was not actually really good quality. It was poor to begin with, poor design, poor everything. So I threw that out about a year now or more, maybe 2 years ago now, and I've loved my vacuum. I paid maybe about $20 to $30 at Christmas time about a year ago now for that vacuum. It was wonderful. It's treated me all the world. I'm also going to suggest another thing about this apartment cleanliness. Make sure you always use clean stuff really well. Don't half-ass things. I've done that in my past, and it ended up miserable results. And it made things really bad. Also, make sure you clean stuff really well. I'm also not going to stress enough to make sure you clean surfaces, because you know what will happen over time is you guys will get bugs and ants from build up on surfaces. And sorry about that, guys. I'm seasoned. The allergies. But one big thing about the making sure you clean stuff is check to make sure, even if you need to use a scraper, I would just always cleaning your surfaces, making sure they look good and look decent. What I would suggest is to always double check, triple check if you have to. I would say to think about what your parents would say, or your spouse, or your family would say if they came in and saw your place a shithole. But I would suggest always to look at everything, make sure everything looks good, tidy, decent. Because what if you someday got a girlfriend? I'm just going to say this, you got a girlfriend, and she came over and said your place looks like a shithole. I'm just going to say you probably want to clean it up before you even have a girlfriend over, first of all. But also make sure it looks decent and looks good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, from the Autism Budgeting Guy, Bird PA, and Autism Problems and Solutions Guru. Bye.